Welcome to Man at the Tap, a podcast from Tapestry Ministries. Each episode reflects on a daily Bible reading from the Revised Common Lectionary. I'm Gloria, a fellow traveler on a spiritual journey with the Tapestry community, and we refer to the daily Bible reading as our spiritual manna. It nourishes our souls, fostering spiritual growth as we share insights and interpretations that enrich our spiritual lives. Today is Monday, September the 15th, 2025, in the 14th week after Pentecost during this season of ordinary time. This is a time for us to lead an extraordinary disciplined life as we grow spiritually. The lectionary reading is from the book of Amos, one of the 12 minor prophetic books in the Old Testament. Now, if you asked Amos whether he considered himself a prophet, that is, someone who speaks to the people on behalf of God, he would say that he did not see himself as one, nor did he come from a family of prophets. He led a simple life in a small town outside Jerusalem, working as a shepherd among other shepherds and growing figs. Amos felt compelled, though, to speak out against the injustices he observed, which harmed the poor and the vulnerable of his time. The wealthy only cared about their own interests and showed no love for their neighbors. Amos's prophetic message was directed not at his community, but at the northern kingdom of Israel, which was experiencing an almost unprecedented period of prosperity. Instead of striving for fair opportunities for the disadvantaged, they were prideful, worshiping the God of materialism. Amos left his home in southern Judah and traveled up to the northern kingdom of Israel, only for the people there to use his status as a foreigner as an excuse to dismiss the prophetic message God had given him. The lectionary reading is Amos chapter 7, verses 1 to 6. God shows Amos a vision of what he is about to do. He has swarms of locusts ready to attack the bountiful harvest, stripping the land bare. Amos cried out to God, pleading, "Stop and don't do it." He objected because it would destroy Israel, punishing the poor more than the wealthy. The priests and the priests made up a large part of the elite in society, but they had already received their share of the crop. Amos prayed, and the Lord relented, saying, "It won't happen." Soon afterward, Amos experienced another vision. This time it appeared as if God was calling forth a firestorm that would indiscriminately destroy everything in its path, including the ocean. Again, Amos pleaded with God to hold back his judgment because it would consume the promised land, destroying the people and leaving no survivors. He prayed, and God relented, saying, "All right, this won't happen either." Why do you think God changed his mind? Amos understood the power of prayer, and he knew that God's love for his people was stronger than his desire to punish them. Amos interceded for the people before God, and God showed compassion when he heard his cry for help. Sometimes we see disaster looming in the lives of those we care about, and it is easy to pass judgment on them. We need to have a heart like Amos and engage in dialogue with God, asking God to show mercy in the situation. I promise you, He will, because God is a prayer hearing, a prayer listening, and a prayer answering God.